Active Schools is basically a consortium of 11 schools from previously disadvantaged areas in South Africa. And our main aim is to try and make a sustainable difference in the areas where we find ourselves. We serve basically a community of about 11,000 learners and plus minus 50,000 houses and informal settlements. So we see the schools as being a strong social component of bringing about change. We are faced with various challenges, as most communities are probably now realized across the world, not only in South Africa's issues of crime, unemployment, illiteracy, HIV/AIDS. But the objective of Active Schools is to make sure that we proactively engage these challenges and we use those challenges really to make a difference in the area where we find ourselves.
Then we run also as part of through the Active Schools concept is our skills development. Because of poverty, it's caused by people being unskilled. So the governing council, who meet the chairperson later, decided that we need to embark as a school on a skills training program for our unemployed and youth and parents. So we have skilled over 150 people already. We started with one, initially in 2000, we started with one welding machine. Teachers carried their own computers, one sewing machine. And then we struggled each year till eventually we got some funding and the school is doing quite well. And last year we actually graduated about 80 people. This first school now alone, there are 80 people with a waiting list of 60 wanting to get into this because we only charge like 60 Rand for the whole course. So it's about $10 for the 10 weeks that they come and they can acquire basic skill. We don't teach them anything there, but just you see the young gentlemen learning to put on a welding machine, people learning to sew, putting on a sewing machine, and the school benefits directly from it. The sewing has done all our sport equipment because we cannot afford to buy, so we get material and they make rugby jerseys and soccer jerseys and netball outfits. The welding has secured our school. You will see when we go across now all the gates that were made by these unemployed parents. The carpentry fixed all our broken desks, and in return, that's what they do in return to thank the school, and the school gives them the skill. I'm going to first take you to the sewing class and then we'll go to the computer room.
Active Schools also tends to involve the community around the school and try and get as many parents or unemployed youth that have left school back into the school to work together with that school in such a way that you create a win-win situation. The school benefits because a mother might be cleaning, an unemployed father might be welding a burglar-proof door, and unemployed youth might actually learn the welding from this particular welder. So the school benefits and the parent benefits in its own term.
Yeah, we're going up to the Judy Fontaine computer lab, named after one of our deceased pupils, Judy Fontaine. Turn left on top, because they came to me and they said they wanted to learn computers. So I said, fine, prepare the room for me and I will try to get computers. And you will see the systems are a bit old, but at least it gives the kids an opportunity, and we have been training our kids already for about now 2 years on these systems, and some of them are a bit eloquent. And I see some of my old pupils sitting also here. All the stands that you see were made by our skills school as well. So the stands that are here were made by the parents as well. You can see the computer is very popular because there's a sense that computers will get you into. But we just teach them the basic. Many of these people have not sat in front of a computer, and for our kids the computer was almost like a television. And so now we have the most confident disadvantaged kids. Yeah, even to some of them as well that are laughing now. Stop go also, brother. Stop go. Je kan nou weer aangaan, ek weet jy lyk baie gretig. This is one of our most popular courses, the welding course. So what we have here is where's Mr. and Mrs. P? This is Mrs. Potgieter. She's our trainer, our female trainer. Right, in welding. And not very far behind her is her husband, the male trainer. So they live in the house, so they double up as well as security and then as facilitators of the welding course. And at the moment, they're busy securing one of the community centers. So what we do is we offer out our services so that these young gentlemen here, because these gentlemen that are training here now become the eyes and the ears of the school to make sure that nothing happens to the school, because they're the unemployed youth of the area. and they help us look after our school, they help us fix our school, and return, we then give them the skill of welding. And many, especially in this course, many of them are quite fortunate to become gainfully employed, and some of them start up their own businesses as well. They have started this now as well, and usually they split into because it's too big to manage with all with the machinery as well. They actually, and they fencing off another school, but once they're done with this job, because it's two jobs that they started before, they'll then go back and start from scratch with the training of them. They learn the basic skill of welding, grinding, putting security gates. These iron gates that you see there were made by people from the skill school themselves as well.
Being one of active schools means doing the best you can with your school. See to it that the school is conducive to learning at all times, making sure that community is participating fully in whatever program that is being performed by the school. Because of that, our parents go in and out of the school almost every day. They do things like, if for example, we have something wrong with the bathrooms, we use our parents, instead of paying the plumbers for that, because we do not have money after all, our parents do come and fix that up for us. And again, look at this library and computer room. We call this a media center. Don't worry yourself about the fact that there are no computers, but this is our media center. Look at it, how beautiful it is. There was a wall here, and we broke that wall down, and the people who did that was our parents, or the community, if you may call it. And they did that free of charge. Yes, you've got to be active and be dynamic in order to be an active school.